What's going on, guys? Recoil Gaming here, and welcome back to the video. Today I will talk to you guys about another weapon, because of course it is Sunday, which does mean another weapon guide, and this week is the MG15. Now I thought this one would be good. I mean, it's called an MG15, like an MG42 which came later, a classic German light machine gun. But my initial thoughts are that it is absolutely terrible, if not one of the worst guns in the game. Now, I don't know what happened, but I just couldn't hit the board side of a mountain, no matter what I tried. And then when I finally did hit something with a bullet or two, it would either take an eternity to actually kill them, or they become aware, turn around and kill me in a bullet or two. I just couldn't do anything about it. It didn't seem like I was purposely playing bad, or didn't seem like I was playing bad in general. I felt like I was playing great. I just couldn't kill anything with this gun. Now I did something I would never advise. I tried changing my playstyle to be more conservative, stay back and take slower shots, rather than what I usually do, which is pop back in, taking lots of shots and leaning forward and really getting a good line of sight. I tried staying with the rest of my team and taking nice shots rather than going and do what I usually do. But even then, it still didn't work. So I did a little bit of testing, and I saw that the recoil was actually extremely odd. Most guns in Battlefield 1, most automatic guns, are actually pretty low recoil that really doesn't go left or right much at all. This one goes all over the place and is so inconsistent. It goes straight up at one point and it's perfectly fine straight up, but then all of a sudden it will kick to the right for a couple of shots and then come back to the middle and then the left a bit shots and then right again, and it is unbelievably inconsistent, and the gun just bounces everywhere even when it's shooting, so it's really hard to actually keep an eye on your target anyway. So now I thought, okay, I'll have a look at the stats, see if it really is that bad or I'm just being a terrible player today. And I had a look, and statistically it's kind of bad, but also has some features which I think, okay, that should help, shouldn't it? Now, of course, there are different variants of Battlefield 1, and the one I was using the most at first was the low-weight variant. Compared to the Storm, which everybody says is amazing, is the best variant of this gun, the low-weight doesn't have anything except the fact that it recovers from recoil faster than the Storm, but the Storm generally has lower recoil. So I thought, okay, maybe I'll give the Storm a try and I'll see what it's like. Maybe this is the problem. Maybe it's just because I'm using this variant, and that's why I just hate this gun so far. So what I was hoping I would see when I use the MG15 Storm variant is that all my pairs would be answered and the gun would just work unbelievably. Unfortunately, when using the Storm variant, I didn't really see much of a change. The recoil was lower, and I did have more fun and was able to do better with the weapon, but the same problems were still there. Now I'll talk about why I think the rifle is so bad, but first of all I'll talk about the fact that I usually cover stats initially with guns. Now I didn't cover stats at first because I thought they were pretty damn good, and I was going to talk about the stats afterwards, saying how good and strong they were. Now for the most part they're not that bad. But there are two things really which make this weapon unbelievably weak and just really don't make sense together. Now those two things are the damage and the rate of fire. When it comes to damage, the maximum damage is 23, which means 5 shots to kill. Now that doesn't make any sense, because it's a light machine gun. Shouldn't it do 25 damage, meaning 4 shots to kill in close range? You think, well okay, I guess it does 23 damage quite a long distance. No, only 15 meters. It begins to drop down, eventually getting to 17.5 damage, of course meaning 6 bullets at 17.5 damage. Which is just stupid. Why is it 5 and 6 bullets? That's like weak SMG range. That's something you'd expect to see out of a tiny little SMG or even a handgun. Why is that for an LMG? That doesn't make sense to me. And along with the rate of fire of 500 rounds per minute, low rate of fire, low damage, basically means that you have something that's not going to put many bullets down range, but at the same time it's going to take a lot to kill. Which does not make sense. If they want to balance this gun, they should have made it with a really good high damage, maybe 25, with a long drop-off distance to maybe 20 or something like that, and make it extremely powerful, but still with an extremely slow rate of fire. Not 23, 17.5 with 500 rounds per minute. That just doesn't make any sense. Along with the random recoil, you can barely hit anything, and like I said, when you do, it takes an eternity to kill someone. So I do really hope that in the future they do actually boost the damage for this weapon. The rate of fire I don't think should be changed. I mean, that's not really fine as it is, but it's World War I. You don't want to have anything that's doing like 750 rounds per minute like we do these days. That just doesn't make sense in World War I. But having something that has low damage as it does, especially to see the size of a bullet that goes to an MG15, it just doesn't make sense that it does such little damage. The main thing I would say is just avoid the low weight variant and the suppressor variant. Even if you really want to get them, go ahead and get them. But honestly, I'd say just don't bother. I'd wait until you can get the Storm variant and then maybe go back and use the others. And overall, I'd say just avoid using this weapon. I would definitely recommend waiting until you get the Bar 1915 variant, I believe it is, or the Bar 1915 rifle, sorry, and then I'd use that. Even if it's the trench variant, it's still pretty damn good. So that any of the Bar variants are better than this MG15, which is absolutely terrible. So I hope you guys did enjoy this video. This one's a little bit of a ranty one. Last week with the Cherigoti was similar, but at least that one I at least had some fun using this weapon. This one, for most part, just was not fun. I genuinely considered just not doing this episode, or even just changing up weapons, possibly jeopardizing the episode, but I decided no, I'll push through it, I'll use the storm more, and I'll see what it's like. But again, hopefully you did enjoy the episode. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Rank up, out.